What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Gene from Gray Matter Games, and we're back with another video on Gotham Knights. And this time we're going to be talking about the level up system, tree system, skill tree, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to talk about, the progression. But before we get right into it, let's just talk about the fact that these videos for Gotham Knights are starting to rise. My last two videos on Red Hood have now officially reached 100 views, and I'm very happy about that. And my video from last week on Red Hood has officially reached almost 170 views. I am very grateful for all the support. And if this is the first time you see my channel, welcome to Gray Matter Games. It's everything gaming, from discussions like these to lore to gameplay, walkthroughs, let's play, streams, everything in the gaming community. I will try to cover everything that I can at the best of my abilities, but come on in and enjoy the journey that this channel will have. So now, without further ado, let's get talking about Gotham Knights and all the juicy information we got today, thanks to IGN. And if you want to see the original video, link will be below in the description. So later today, IGN released a video with the developers talking about the level up system in this game. And I gotta say, it is reminiscing to a little bit, and a lot of people won't notice it. I have not seen much channels mention it, but it kind of reminds me of the Arkham Origin level up system. We had Vigilante, we had I Am the Knight, or I think it was called Dark Knight as the final class. There was different options that we had, and I'm not saying that these challenges will be the same as the Arkham franchise. They will not. But one thing I noticed right away is I personally feel, this is just my opinion, although some techniques are locked away certain classes that I think are a little questionable, which I will get into very soon, one thing that I liked is, at least from my understanding with Red Hood, this in a way helps players not only discover their build. There's different builds. With Red Hood, you get Marksman, you will get Vengeance, you will get Brawler, and lastly, Knighthood, or I think it was called Knighthood. I think it was Knighthood. That's the title. All 4 knights will have a Knighthood available, which is great. But overall, yep, it was Knighthood. Okay, it's in the video. Overall, one thing I noticed is this tree system kind of helps you have a great time, not be too overpowered, but not be too weak at the start of the game, and help you kind of progress in however your playstyle is, which I think that's great. I'm curious to know how everybody else's playstyle is, because they're only showing Red Hood, but they did give a hint at Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, and the traits that she has. They say that she is a one-on-one combat expert. She is like a technology master, veteran, wizard, however you want to call it. She just specializes in technology. And she has something called survivor, survivalist, whatever. It's something involving survival. And on top of that, knighthood. So I'm curious to know where we're going to go with the other 2 knights, like Robin and Nightwing. But one thing I said, again, it's a little questionable, is it seems like knighthood is where your most overpowered techniques will be, at least from my understanding. Like with Red Hood, the ability to shoot that like Kamehameha blast thing, that seems to be locked under knighthood, as well as the gliding mechanic for Barbara Gordon. And I think they mentioned that Mystical Leap will also be locked behind knighthood, which is actually very interesting. They mentioned Tim Drake, teleportation's also locked, and that knighthood for Nightwing will, I guess, upgrade his acrobatic skills. Interesting. So one thing that we noticed, or at least I noticed in the video, and I'm going to see if I can pull it up right now, they also talked about some of the abilities Red Hood has. Let me go right into it real quick. The ability system. He has Barrage. Barrage is Red Hood shoots multiple rounds straight ahead, hitting all enemies in his path. That's basically kimboing the pistols. They're going to go fully auto. Simple. Then we go into Mystical Punch. I think that was from the previous gameplay where Red Hood has like, I don't know, is my understanding. I think he has like that electrical fists in his brawling. I don't know. That's just the way I understood it. It says in the stats, Red Hood charges his fist with an elemental effect damage. Melee attacks do 50% more damage and 5 times more elemental buildup for about 30 seconds. And at the bottom, it also says it's a guard break. So that's actually very interesting. Then we get Two-Fisted Reload. Pause. Red Hood performs a quick reload while hitting and shooting at an enemy. I don't know what that is. I assume it's like a takedown where he's still shooting you. I don't know, but it's interesting. Then we get Harnessed Rage. I think that's the one where he's red in the really crappy gameplay we had back a couple months ago. He gets really red. I don't know. Apparently, according to the description, when activated, Red Hood's next attack increases by a portion of damage he receives. So whatever damage he takes, he'll give it back. He also heals 1% healing per second for 20 seconds. So that basically means you'll only get 20% of your health back. And it also says it increases fear-inducing, or at least that's a little category that's at the bottom. I wonder what that is. If it's anything like the Arkham Knight fear where you can take down a bunch of people at once. I don't know. Then we go into Spoil Sports Reload. Red Hood jumps backwards, releasing explosive magazines. So, explosive rounds. Portable turret. It's in its title. Portable turret. He drops a turret that lasts for 6 seconds and does high damage. And last thing, he has Mega Tackle. So it seems like it's the shoulder bash technique he has from his last video. It does guard break, piercing damage, partial area of effect, and fierce inducing. And then he has Mystical Round, the Kamehameha, basically. Which I think it's weird, but it is what it is. One thing that I find a little interesting that I noticed right away. I think it's a little questionable. I don't know why gliding is locked behind Night Hood for Barbara. I don't know why acrobatical skills are locked behind Nightwing. It should be his elemental powers. I don't know. We haven't played the game. Just reserve judgment until you finally get the game. Then I'll give you my honest opinion whether I think it's trash or not. But right now, I really think this is a good setup overall on how to balance the story, the progressions of the characters, as well as just overall the flow of the game. So I am excited about that. I don't mind you locking away Tim Drake's teleportation on Night Hood, just like the Mystical Leap for Red Hood. That makes a lot of sense. But some things are a little questionable here and there. One thing I noticed, there still isn't a counter system. I wonder, is dodging, that's all we got? If so, it kind of reminds me of Spider-Man. You already know my opinion on that. I'm like, at least Red Hood should have like a counter system like the Arkham games, but it is what it is. All we got left to watch is Tuesday's trailer and hopefully some information on the specs of the game. That's my quick, raw opinion on all the information that was given today. If you like the content and want to watch more, subscribe, hit the like button for some support, hit the bell for notification, and follow me up until next video, or I'll cover the showcase I was given on Tuesday. Oh my god, look at the Kamehameha. Jesus. Oh, side note, I really hope the AI is interesting. I think I said it again. I already said it at the beginning of the video, I think. I hope the AI is as interesting like they are in Spider-Man, where they'll actually double team you. One is very fast, one is smart, one is strong. I kind of hope there's a really good amount of variety with the AI thugs, But it is what it is. Until next time, peace.